Okay, welcome back to members of 121 Community Church in Grapevine, Texas, in our ongoing study in Heracleon and its commentary on the Gospel of John. We're going to take a look at chapter 6, it'll be pages 98 to 114, and we're going to look at the process of regeneration and what exactly did the Valentinians believe. Let's go to block 1, take a look at the process of regeneration. Regeneration as recognition. Faith is not so much decision as it is recognition of being elected in Christ. Recognizing one's true identity in Christ. Faith and recognition together. We have a human nature capable of being potentially able to choose salvation. So regeneration plus recognition equals faith to choose salvation through learning and through purification and transitioning through the three modes of existence: the physical, the psychic, and the pneumatic, or the hylic, physic, and pneumatic. The modes of existence all have different fathers, reflecting the ability or inability to hear Christ. The fathers of John chapter 8. Abraham is demiurge, the lawgiver. God the Father is the father of those who can hear Christ's word. The devil as father are the haters who cannot hear Christ. The potentiality and the actuality of conversion. Sperma in the Greek is seed, and it is equal to the word of Christ. Teknon, child, is the actualization of that seed, where we become a child of God. Pneumatics are those who are the adopted elect through apolutrosis, ransom. Now, regeneration for Valentinian Gnostics was a cosmic process that takes place prior to creation itself. So it's a unique interpretation of predestination, but it is a regeneration as cosmic process. So block 2, pneumatics are the elect chosen by God. Pneumatics have a nature of spirit and truth that opposes falsehood. The hylic versus the pneumatic. John 4:35 through 38 is the parable of the seed and the harvest, and it is conversion at the psychic level. Psychic conversion. The elect themselves are sown as pneumatic seed. The harvest takes place now. The harvest as regeneration. Spiritual seed is sown along with creation itself. Then later, Christ himself reaps the harvest. The sower is the Son of Man as pre-existent, the pre-existent Son of Man. The sower as Son of Man is beyond any topos place, and he unites with Sophia, and then that leads us to the next stage of the incarnate Logos. The 4 stages of cosmic regeneration. Here you go. First is development, deposit of the spiritual seed. Then first formation is the incarnation of the Logos. Then perfection is the gnosis of providence that providence creates. And consummation, reception of the perfected Logos. The divine pneuma is deposited as seed in the very beginning of creation, at the very beginning of creation itself. And so those are the 4 stages that we pass through as regeneration. Development, first formation, perfection, and consummation. But Heracleon, he kind of hits somewhere between this cosmic predestination and free will. He's got kind of middle-of-the-road approach. That's block 3, regeneration through logike ousia, or logos authority. The critics of Gnosticism denied determinism and said we need to posit free will. What alternative is there to pre-cosmic election? It is autex ousia. It is the self-determination of having free will. So negating determinism and affirming autex ousia equals logicae ousia. Humanity is given a rational nature, a logos authority. That means humanity has a potential, as image of God, to commune with the divine logos. Logos authority. Heracleon posits this position to be reached by the pneumatics. So he's not pure predestination. He is not pure free will. Instead, he says we fall in the middle as those who possess a rational nature and a potential image of God that has the ability to commune with the divine logos. And through that communion, we are receptive of Christ, and we can hear Christ. So, regeneration for the Valentinian Gnostics is cosmic because it's the Son of Man inaugurating the salvation of the elect even prior to the creation of the cosmos. So it is a cosmic process of regeneration. But Heracleon kind of hits in between. He says, well, yes, that is what we believe as Valentinians, but we also believe that there is some room for choice and room for free will. So he chooses block 3, logicae ousia, or logos authority, which is what we would call image of God. The ability to commune, the potentiality, I should say, the potentiality of being able to commune with the eternal logos of Jesus Christ. That is a inherent spiritual image of God called logicae ousia. Logos, I call it logos potentiality, better than logos authority. In the Greek it's logos authority, but it's logos authority as a potentiality. And so block 1, I think we have to take away the fact that note 5 is important. In John chapter 8, Christ is speaking to the Pharisees and Sadducees, and it talks about the different fathers. Abraham is the demiurge as the lawgiver. God the Father is the one who draws the elect to Christ. They can hear Christ. The devil as the Father becomes the haters, those who cannot hear Christ. Christ says to the Sadducees, why can you not hear what I am saying? It's because my Father has not drawn you to me. Unless my Father draws you, you cannot hear my word. So John chapter 8 is all about the teaching on the different fathers. Now block 2, it's got to be 7. It's got to be the 4 stages of Valentinian Gnostic regeneration. And it's more or less boils down to the fact that the divine pneuma is deposited as seed into creation at the very inception of creation, at the very beginning. The entire process of regeneration is set into motion along with creation. And then block 3, specifically, Elaine Pagels wants to tell us that Heracleon took a middle of the road. He was not purely about cosmic determinism, and he wasn't purely about free will. He was about the potentiality of logicae ousia. So he kind of hit in the middle. But it gives us a great teaching. This is our penultimate lesson. There's only one lesson to go. So we will have a lesson 7 next, and it's going to conclude the book. It'll be 114 to 122.